Hello and welcome to another week of Week 3 Challenger League for the QLC Season 2 League. I'm your host and caster Starwise for today, and I'm excited to bring you these 4 matches in a best of 5 series, starting off with game number 1, Rip-A-Roo versus Taurus, game number 2, Remix versus Xenox, game number 3, Ryken 27 versus Xenox in a back-to-back match, and game number 4, Hat versus Shaoka. Welcome here with match number 1, game number 1, and we've got Rip-A-Roo versus Taurus, and what an exciting match to see here. Both of these players very well known in the community, very long time experienced players that have played in different leagues, different tournaments altogether, and now here they are face to face in the Challenger League of Quantum League Championship Season 2. Now we're going to start off with Rip-A-Roo utilizing some control strategy, trying to go for some grenade launcher strat. Went for a pretty interesting play. You can see he tried to go for the explosion onto the barrel here and then just rush for an invisibility strat, and I think that would have been an amazing play. Although he did mistime it just a little bit here, where he wasn't able to desync himself and get back into the action, but let's see how he plays loop number 2. Right now he is going to spot out Taurus, take him down. That was with a grenade launcher from the Clone 1, but now Taurus able to take down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2, gonna rush towards the point, and the Clone 1 for Rip-A-Roo gonna be able to win it out here. Now that was a pretty well placed grenade launcher from that Clone 1 from Rip-A-Roo, a very fantastically placed free fire, and now Rip-A-Roo wants to go for the focus onto the Clone 3. He's able to get the kill onto the Clone 3. The Clone 2 should be able to pick up Taurus's health pack. Oh, Rip-A-Roo's going to steal away from the Clone 2, but the Clone 3 managed to steal one for Rip-A-Roo's side, and now he's on the hunt. He's on the way back, but with not enough time, it's going to be Rip-A-Roo that scores the first point. Pretty well played. Taurus, he knew that he could have went for that health pack pickup, but Rip-A-Roo was super ready for exactly where he'd be. So instead, what he just had to do was run towards Rip-A-Roo's enemy side, or I guess Rip-A-Roo's self-owned side, and go for the health pack steal to try to go for a very sneaky play. Now, Rip-A-Roo managed to play off pretty well carefully. He stole the health pack away from that Clone 2 from Taurus, and that got him the advantage he needed to win that loop. Now we'll see, Rip-A-Roo, he's been known to just go out and try to zonk and control the enemy, and he's doing a pretty good job. Now he does get taken down. Look at the bounce back on that grenade launcher. So precise Rip-A-Roo shots are, and especially with such a very nerfed grenade launcher at this current state of the game. He's bouncing it off the barricades to try to launch it into where the opponent can be. And Rip-A-Roo has got some pretty good aim. Now he's got to watch out here. The Clone 3 might go for an aggressive play. Rip-A-Roo able to win out that firefight, but has picked up the health pack. He does get desync. There's no health pack for Rip-A-Roo to get back in. Now he's got to hope for an invisibility strat to kind of kick in or something. Somebody's going to survive, and it's going to be the Clone 1. And that's going to bring him to overtime, where Rip-A-Roo now has the advantage. Now, Rip-A-Roo has the advantage because of the fact that his Clone 3 is going to respawn back at base, and I believe all 3 of Taurus clones are going to spawn on top of the point, and with the Clone 3 that should be less than full HP. I don't know, it depends on how. Actually, I think only the Clone 3 got on top of the point. The Clone 2 is not going to be able to get there. There, Clone 2 was on top of the point, gonna respawn back at base, so both players gonna have a clone spawning back at base. Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1 taken down, and nothing really he can do to try to save that. I mean, it got taken down so fast, and now they're gonna watch out. With no health packs left, any bit of damage is gonna stick. Taurus might get the best of Rip-A-Roo, but Rip-A-Roo able to turn it around, take down Taurus, but I don't think he got on top of the point. Now, it's gonna be all up to this Rip-A-Roo's Clone 3, and Taurus knows it as well. If he's able to successfully take down the Clone 3, that's gonna be it. Now Taurus brought down to 3/4. There goes Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1. Rip-A-Roo coming from the side, gets damage onto the Taurus, and now Rip-A-Roo, he's gotta clear out the Clone 2 and the Clone 1. He does have more than enough time, but he's gotta watch out for the pre-fire shots. If he takes himself down, then he's gonna end up losing. Here's the damage, and here's the point victory. That's Rip-A-Roo getting his second point in the first game. Now, Taurus' downfall was just, he's trying to figure out where that Rip-A-Roo Clone 3 was, and by the time he realized that Rip-A-Roo had already come in from the backside and taken him down. Looks like Taurus wants to go for a 2 health pack steal. I don't think he's got enough time to run it. I mean, he spent most of his time running. He's just barely going to be able to get it. But the grenade launcher, finally, Rip-A-Roo able to pull off the invisibility strat. Now, I can't tell if Taurus is missing the B-hops because of the replay or if he's actually missing them. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it just looks odd. Taurus able to get some good damage on the Rip-A-Roo too, but gets desynced. Still has time to pick up the health pack, but does he have time to get on top of the point? He does, and Rip-A-Roo gonna be the one that gets taken down loop number 2 and not even on top of the point. Looks like that Roo 2 wants to go for the damage, try to force those clones up for Taurus to off the point. But let's see how this plays out here. Grenade launcher shot coming in from Rip-A-Roo's clone 1, almost taking down Taurus 3. There goes Taurus 1, and Rip-A-Roo getting brought down pretty low. Taurus has a huge advantage with the health pack, but how is it going to end? Taurus making his way on top of the point. Rip-A-Roo on top of the point, and the damage, not enough. That's going to be Taurus and Rip-A-Roo bring into overtime, where Taurus now has the advantage back in his favor. Taurus getting engaged on by Rip-A-Roo. Rip-A-Roo is able to get the clone 1 to kill the Taurus clone 1. But for how long? With the Rip-A-Roo clone 1 being so hyper aggressive and hyper extended over onto Taurus' side, he's more than likely going to get taken down. And especially with that Roo 3 brought down pretty low, Roo 2 is brought down even lower. Now, if they're not careful, there's the Rip-A-Roo. That's Taurus clone 1 taking down that clone 1. Rip-A-Roo clone 1 is still alive, but not for much longer, and that's going to be Taurus clone 2 successfully able to get on top of the point. Now, here's the danger. Rip-A-Roo on top of the point. I don't think he has full health. He's got to have less than a quarter, and pre-fires are going to come in at any moment. Look at the HP. He's coming in at the back foot here. Taurus is going to have full HP. It looks like Taurus might get this round here. Rip-A-Roo able to get the kill into the clone 2, but the clone 2 down for Rip-A-Roo as well. Now they're trying to bide his time. Rip-A-Roo is just trying to do what he can here to keep that clone 1 alive. The clone 2 is gone. Rip-A-Roo biding his time. He's going to make his push on top of the point. He's not able to get the damage, and that's Taurus getting finally his first point of the game. Taurus almost got baited out here. Rip-A-Roo went for a very aggressive play, trying to take down Taurus as much as he can and then keep the clone 1 alive. After Rip-A-Roo took down the clone 2, that made it back in his favor. However, he had to have gone together with his clone 1. That would have given him more time to take down Taurus. He probably would have even been able to take down Taurus in that end point. But easier said than done. Taurus did a phenomenal job at counterplaying and setting himself up right and closing out that point. Looks like Rip-A-Roo wanted to go for a... He's going to opt for more or less ignoring that clone 1 from Taurus, as he knows he can counterplay the double health pack steal. But Taurus might want to go for a counter to that. Now, Taurus' clone 1 already taken down. And the health pack getting taken away from him. So that clone 1 half gone, but not just yet. Taurus getting engaged on by Rip-A-Roo. Rip-A-Roo giving him the runaround and using the laser of all things to finish off and get on top of the point. Now, Rip-A-Roo does hold the advantage. Should be able to close it out here. Get this last point. Gonna go for an aggressive play, but not able to get that Taurus pressure on to steal the health pack away. He is going to take it from the clone 1. The clone 1 from Taurus is gone, but Rip-A-Roo wants to go offensive. He spots out Taurus. He takes him down. He deals the damage, and he gets his 3 clones on top of the point for the game win. Rip-A-Roo trying to go aggressive, trying to take down Taurus at the end. Almost cost him that round. Luckily enough, he did have the health pack, even though Taurus had a good vision on him, took down some good damage. But Rip-A-Roo playing very speedy, very slippery around, made it very difficult for Taurus to play around. Very well played. Game number 1. We'll be right back for game number 2. Welcome back. We're here with game number 2 in the best of 5 match series of Rip-A-Roo versus Taurus, and Rip-A-Roo taking game 1 looking very strong, ending the game 3-1. Now we'll have to see what change in play these two players are going to make. Rip-A-Roo, of course, going to pull out the grenade launcher, go for a more control type strategy. Taurus going to try to avoid it, try to work his way around. And now on top of the point, going to spot out Rip-A-Roo, try to take him down. He doesn't get the damage, and Rip-A-Roo, whacking Taurus off the point, is going to get the loop 1 advantage. Now, the most important thing that Rip-A-Roo is doing here is he's just trying to zone Taurus away from those health packs. And that's a very crucial thing to do in these games, especially when you can get taken down and then a pre-fire shot comes out of nowhere, especially when you're getting distracted by all the different noise and sound and fire that's coming in from all around. Now Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2 and Clone 1 do get taken down. The Clone 2 and Clone 1 for Taurus, almost full HP for both of them. It's looking like Taurus could actually get this first point. Here comes the push. Taurus, what is he going to do? He's going to go for an aggressive play. No pre-fire shots there. Now Rip-A-Roo is playing on the enemy side. He could actually take himself down if he's not careful. He's able to take the Clone 2, take the Clone 1, and a pre-fire shot, just as we talked about. Going to take himself down. And that's Taurus going to be full HP with a Clone 3 on top of the point, getting the first point. The exact play that could have happened. Rip-A-Roo went very aggressive, and while that's typically a really good play, he was able to take on the Clone 2 and Clone 1, he had to have watched out for those pre-fire shots from his Clone 1 and 2. We can see Taurus going to go for a 2 health pack steal, and Rip-A-Roo going to decide to ignore it, just focus on trying to get pre-fire shots in. He does get taken down, doesn't deal any damage to Taurus, but it's not a big deal, as Rip-A-Roo can just go for a counter 2 health pack steal, just taking down Taurus 1, pick him the health pack before he does, and then leave it at that. And meanwhile, Rip-A-Roo is also going to go for some pre-fire shots. He does get desynced nice and early, is able to take down the Clone 1 after picking up the health pack, doesn't take, no, he does, he takes half health damage. And now he's trying to make his push, but he gets taken down again. I don't even think he's going to get his Clone 2 on top of the point this time around. And now Taurus, loop number 2, looking extremely strong. Now if Taurus is able to safely survive the pre-fire shots from Rip-A-Roo, he's going to be able to win it. But Rip-A-Roo wants to go for a health pack steal. No, Taurus is able to steal it away from Rip-A-Roo's Clone 3, and then he takes out health pack. There's no health packs up. Rip-A-Roo's Clone 3 gets taken down, Clone 1 gets taken down, Clone 2 gets taken down, and that's Taurus going to get a second point. What happened to the Rip-A-Roo that was looking so dominant in that last round? He had such phenomenal, precise shots around his grenade launcher, such great control around forcing where Taurus is going to be. But I think this 2 health pack steal has been helping in Taurus' favor, because he knows that what he's going to do is, at some point, Rip-A-Roo has just been playing very aggressive at the 3rd loop, and that's been coming to bite him back in the back. Here's Rip-A-Roo. This time around, he's going to go for a loop 2 health pack steal. There's the 1, and there he's able to get right back home, steal the other, take down the Clone 1. Very fantastic play. Nice and speedy. Now he's going to make his push. I don't know if he'll make it. He does. And that's the thing that Taurus wasn't careful of. Meanwhile, that was happening. A grenade launcher pre-fire shot took down Taurus after he picked up the health pack. So all you can do is walk on top of the point. Now, if Taurus is able to successfully take down the Clone 1, that's going to be a huge deal. He focuses on trying to take down the Clone 2. Rip-A-Roo is trying to take down that Clone 3. There goes the Taurus 2. The Taurus 1 is gone as well. Now Rip-A-Roo only has to focus the 3, and that's what's going to happen. And that's going to be Rip-A-Roo's first point in game number 2. Looking real good for Rip-A-Roo. He's starting to make a comeback here, strategically planning everything well. He knew that as long as he kept that 3 busy, his Clone 2 and Clone 1 would keep him busy as well and do their work. The Clone 2 getting taken down from Taurus just cost him that round, more or less. So now here's Rip-A-Roo trying to go for some good pre-fire shot. Trying to go for invisibility strat. Not going to have enough time to do anything, and I don't think he got on top of the point. It's extremely close if he did. But Taurus winning that loop number 1. Now, taking a look at Taurus, I love the way that he's going for these aggressive health pack steals. There's the one, able to steal away from Rip-A-Roo's two, and then he's going to go one back on his own side. Now, there's a little bit of a pro and con to this. Yeah, it steals it away from that clone 2, but at the same time, he stole it away from his clone 1. So Rip-A-Roo has to do a lot less work to try to take down that clone 1 at the very end. Now, this round could go either way. Both players just got to make the right plays. Here's Rip-A-Roo able to take down the clone 1, steal the health pack away. Now the clone 2 gonna get brought down low, but the health pack gonna bring him right back up. Now Rip-A-Roo's clones 3s. All 3 clones are going to make their push. Rip-A-Roo's clone 3. Does he have the damage? Yes, he does. And now we're going to battle for point number 5 as Rip-A-Roo takes the 4th point. Rip-A-Roo setting that counterplay up very well. He knew that he didn't have to do as much for that going against that clone 1. And once he took down the clone 1, he only had to focus on the clone 2 and clone 3. Meanwhile, Taurus had to focus on all 3 clones. Taurus able to win out the first loop advantage. Taurus is starting to adapt to Rip-A-Roo's play very well. I mean, he desynced that barrel before Rip-A-Roo would be able to pick it up, preventing a potential invisibility strat. Now here's Taurus. Looks like he went to go for a health pack steal. He ends up getting blown up himself and picks a health pack back on his own side. Now, if Rip-A-Roo wants to, he could go for an aggressive health pack steal. And as long as he's able to take it before Taurus's clone 2 does, that's going to mean that clone 2 is going to get taken down with a grenade launcher shot. Taurus, he's got to take down that clone 3 right away. That's going to be his best bet. Now, Rip-A-Roo doesn't go for an aggressive play, but Taurus does get taken down. Now 4 seconds left. They're both going to reach their health pack, but Rip-A-Roo going to grab it a little bit too late. I don't know if he'll have the damage to take him off, and Taurus gets taken down. That's going to go into overtime with both clone 3s alive. Look at this. You can see Rip-A-Roo has a slight disadvantage because although he is making his way on top of the point, Taurus is already firing at where Rip-A-Roo is going to be with that clone 3. Now Rip-A-Roo is known to be fantastic with a sniper rifle shot. Not hitting them well so much this round. And that's mainly because Taurus is making it extremely difficult to. He's playing very defensively, and when he gets spotted out, he has a lot of time to react to where Rip-A-Roo is going to be, and a lot of movement around playing defensively. Now look at him taking down Rip-A-Roo's clone 2 very quickly, not even taking a single bit of damage, and this is where Taurus can win the round and the game. If he's able to take down Rip-A-Roo's clone 3, he's basically got the game in the bag. How is it going to play out? Both players right in front of each other here. Rip-A-Roo is trying to make a clean getaway, but not able to do so. He takes so much damage. The barrel almost taking down Taurus, and Rip-A-Roo is able to get some good damage, but there it is. There's Taurus, able to take down the clone 3, and that's all he needs to get this game back into the match series to get the 3rd and final point. Perfectly played by Taurus. He went for the aggressive play. He took down the clone 2. He already took down the clone 1 in an overwhelming win. And the moment he took down that clone 3 at a very close battle between these 2 players, Taurus won the round. So we'll be right back as we get the next game set up. Welcome to game number 3 in the best of 5 match series, Rip-A-Roo versus Taurus, and now we're 1-1. Both players needing 2 more game wins to close out the match series, but neither player letting the other one up. How is this round going to end? Is it going to be Rip-A-Roo that gets the win, or is it going to be Taurus getting another win back to back? Looks like Rip-A-Roo going to make his push towards a point. He does get taken down, and Taurus, not taking a single bit of damage, is going to get an overwhelming Loop 1 victory. Now, the scariest part about Rip-A-Roo's playstyle is all the pre-fire grenade launcher shots and all the control around it. Now, he hasn't got it down exactly to a T as we've been seeing in the last rounds, but look at the exact shot that came down. That was phenomenal. Taurus gets taken down now, and he takes down Taurus again. However, a pre-fire shot does take down Rip-A-Roo's clone 2 and the 1. And that's going to be the clone 1 for Taurus, 100% HP on top of the point. Very unusual. See if that's going to stick. Now, Taurus is looking more advantageous to win. He's going to go for an aggressive push onto Rip-A-Roo. He does force him to pick up the health pack, but now he's going to go and pick up the health pack on his own. He's going to bide his time, and Rip-A-Roo gets the health pack stolen away from him. Taurus able to close it out. 100% HP again. Clone 1 for Taurus, able to get that win. Not taking a single bit of damage at any point in any round. Taurus playing that phenomenally well. He forced the pressure onto Rip-A-Roo's clone 1 and forced him to take that health pack. The moment that happened, Taurus had a little bit of time to play around. He won the Loop 2 battle, which gave him the advantage coming into the Loop 3 battle. And all he had to do was bide his time, wait out Rip-A-Roo, play the time. If he goes in back for the win, then he secures that victory. Now Rip-A-Roo's got to answer back with some more control, more pre-fire shots. He's got to time those out and plan it carefully on how he's going to strategically play around that. Now the grenade launcher shots are pretty spot on with Rip-A-Roo. Almost managing to take down the clone 1 and 2 with a pre-fire shot from the clone 1 only. So Taurus got that Loop 2 advantage. Trying to spot out Rip-A-Roo's clone 3, take him down. And the Rip-A-Roo, where is he going to run over to? He's got the health pack. He's going to steal it over from Taurus' side. Now, Taurus is trying to take down the clone 1, the clone 2. But Rip-A-Roo, already on top of the point, has the damage. No, he gets taken down, but Taurus is not able to finish it. And that's going to go into overtime. Now, Taurus' clone 1 is going to respawn back at base. Rip-A-Roo's clone 1 is going to spawn on top of the point with 40 health. And he's trying to play defensively, trying to pre-fire shot. He's got 3 seconds if he wants to make his push towards point. And with him being so far away, he should be able to make it, but at the cost of getting taken down for little damage. Now the pre-fire grenade launcher shots, Taurus has to be careful for. Neither clone 2 are going to respawn back on top of the point. Spectate Taurus. If Taurus wants to win this out, I think his best bet is to play a little bit more defensively. Before he takes on Rip-A-Roo, he's managed to spot out the clone 2. Rip-A-Roo does have a health pack to play around as well, though. He's going to pick it up, but I can't imagine that health pack going to stay in the game for that much longer. Taurus has everything set up for him to win this round. He's going to be able to respawn on... Or, no. Oh, no. He's on top of the point. Now, he has the time to take the health pack, and I think he's going to go try to rush for it. But no, he decides to opt for not going for it. Now, Rip-A-Roo holds the advantage. All he's going to do is bide his time and wait. He does get taken down, picks up the health pack, and trying to take down Taurus again, but Taurus takes him down a second time. Now, Taurus able to take down all the clones on top of the, I guess, in the game, and get a second point. That was so close for Rip-A-Roo. He had the positioning, he had the health pack advantage. All he had to do was land the shots, and instead Taurus was able to play ring around the rosy, play around the barricades, bide his time long enough to confuse Rip-A-Roo and then take him down not once but twice. And so there's Rip-A-Roo with the invisibility strat. I don't think it's going to work so well because Taurus is playing the Levka. That's going to allow him to see Rip-A-Roo from beyond the grave while desynced for a short period of time. And that short period of time basically lasts the entire duration of the round. Now Rip-A-Roo Try to go for a 2 health pack steal. Only going to get the 1 health pack away. But the pre-fire shot going to take down Taurus 2 from the clone 1 at a very precise time. Now, Rip-A-Roo's win condition is he has to protect that clone 1 and then go for the clone 3 kill. If he's able to do that, he successfully wins the game. Now, Taurus needs to take down that clone 1 sooner rather than later. It looks like he's got it set up to be able to. Might be able to take down the clone 3 as well. Here it comes. He gets taken down instead. And he's got to rush towards that health pack, but I don't think he's got enough time. Rip-A-Roo, you've got to clear off the point. He managed to do so, and that's going to be 2-1 now. Still in favor of Taurus, but Rip-A-Roo making a comeback in this game. Look at the way that Rip-A-Roo planned that out. He bounced the grenade launcher off the wall and kept Taurus against it. Now, if Rip-A-Roo spent any more time trying to take down Taurus, I think Taurus would have been able to win it out instead, as his clones were more victorious. Except for the clone 2. Look at the damage that came in from Rip-A-Roo. Taurus able to get on top of the point while desync, but not dealing any damage onto Roo. Rip-A-Roo barely even going for that much pre-fire. Looks like he's going to save it for clone 2 a little bit more, but the damage is done, and there's the exact pre-fire that Rip-A-Roo needed to close out and take down that clone 2 from Taurus. Now, he does get taken down loop number 2 from Taurus. However, Taurus had to pick up a very late health pack over on his right side, and I can't imagine Rip-A-Roo not playing aggressively to try to take it away. Rip-A-Roo might get this point, but Taurus gonna try to hold it as well. Rip-A-Roo spots out Taurus. It looks like he's gonna let him play around that side here. Oh, but the health pack doesn't get taken away. Taurus now in a very precarious situation, could get taken down with Rip-A-Roo on top of the point. He's got to be able to deal the damage. He's got to survive. He does. And that's bringing it to battle for point number 5 with Rip-A-Roo taking the 4th point. This game, back and forth again. These two players are so evenly matched that almost, I think this is our second game of going to battle for point number 5. And in the last round, I went to Taurus. If we're following the same loop cycle, then Taurus should be getting the win here. Unless Rip-A-Roo wants to mirror it, I don't know. Both players not really changing too much in strategy. It's really come down to their aim and how they execute that strategy ultimately. Rip-A-Roo sometimes isn't able to execute it as much, and sometimes Taurus doesn't as well. It's really going to be who's going to make the first misplay around their strategy and let the other person get the win. More so than them outplaying each other. Here's the setup. Everything lined up to win. Rip-A-Roo's got a lot of pre-fire shots. Managed to take down Taurus clone 3. Now Taurus is biding his time. Rip-A-Roo gonna get the health pack stolen away from him. This is very disadvantageous. Rip-A-Roo gets taken down 1, 2, and 3. His clone 1 flies to space, but Taurus clone 1, 2, and 3 on top of the point for the game win. And that's exactly what Taurus needed to do. He managed to survive long enough to face and take down the clone 3, and that health pack stolen away from that clone 3 from Rip-A-Roo just cost him that round. If he's able to pick it up, maybe he had a chance, but Taurus playing it phenomenally well, ended the game right then and there. And so we'll be right back as we go into our next game. game number 4, and Taurus has the match set up for his victory. He just needs one more win to close it out right here. Or is Rip-A-Roo able to get another point and bring us to game number 5 in the best of 5 series? Now, in the last round, we've gone 2 back-to-back games where both players brought the game to battle for point number 5, meaning each player had 2 points each in the round, and then it was just winner-take-all scenario. And on top of that, both players bring into overtime after overtime, multiple scenarios. They're so evenly matched. I honestly don't know which way this game can go. The pre-fire shot, able to take down the clone 2, able to take down the clone 1. Now the clone 2 for Taurus does pick up the health pack, but a pre-fire shot almost taking him down. Now here's Rip-A-Roo able to go for a very aggressive play, take down the clone 2, and get a very strong loop 2 advantage. That was very smoothly played from Rip-A-Roo. Shoots the grenade launcher, ducks from the side, and then the clone 2 gets taken down. Clone 1 gets taken down. Now here's Taurus trying to go for a counter play, but Rip-A-Roo running a fantastic headshot. Rip-A-Roo is going to go for an aggressive health pack steal, but so does Taurus. Taurus managed to get the drop on him here, and the damage, can it be done here? Rip-A-Roo's clone 3 gets taken down. Taurus does not have enough damage to get the win, however. Going to bring it to overtime, and now over in Rip-A-Roo's advantage. Clone 1 could take down Taurus. Clone 3, no. He has to go for the reload and go for the hideaway. Looks like Rip-A-Roo just wants to play defensively, wants to zone out where Taurus can be. But no, he wants to actually aim directly for where he's going to be. Taurus able to get the damage, take down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1, and get the Loop 1 overtime advantage. So, Rip-A-Roo and Taurus, both their Clone 2s are going to respawn back over at their home base. Not a whole lot of free-firing action can be done. Taurus Clone 3 does spawn on top of the point. I don't know exactly how much health he has. I think it's a little bit less than half. Rip-A-Roo gonna spot out Taurus here. Almost take him down. The last shot comes in from Taurus. And unfortunately for Taurus, Clone 2 not on top of the point. Rip-A-Roo holding even more advantage now. All he's gonna do is take down the Clone 1 and the Clone 3, and he's got this win in the bag. Taurus, is he able to get away here? Rip-A-Roo not able to spot him out just yet. But Rip-A-Roo getting in a pretty good position, is going to spot out Taurus, and the damage is there, and that's Taurus getting taken down. All Rip-A-Roo, he doesn't really have to do so much. All he's going to do is take down the Clone 1. Managed to do so, but a pre-fire shot taking down his Clone 3. But still, that's going to be the first point going in favor of Rip-A-Roo. Taurus having a good setup here. I mean, Rip-A-Roo, he just had that advantage coming into it by Taurus not, unfortunately, being able to close out that regular time match and causing it to go to overtime. If he had at least gone for a, not taking down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2 to have it respawn, he would have had a huge advantage. I mean, he would have brought down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2, wouldn't have been able to do anything with the pre-fire shots. But damn, Rip-A-Roo able to close out that Clone 1. Taurus playing defensively around health pack. He does spot out Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2, takes him down. Rip-A-Roo's going to go for a health pack steal, but with not enough time, it's not going to be a huge factor, especially since Taurus is probably going to pick up that health pack long before Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2 even gets to it. Here comes the play. Taurus is set up to win this here. And exactly, he's going to play around this health pack. All he's going to do is wait, bide his time. Clone 3 for Rip-A-Roo, brought down pretty low. Rip-A-Roo on top of the point, not enough time to get any health pack, but the Clone 1 successfully on top of the point brings it into overtime. Taurus again not able to finish it, not able to land those shots. Now there's one health pack up. Rip-A-Roo, oh, there's 2 health packs up, 1 on each side. And they can be able to play around and steal it. Rip-A-Roo gonna go for the steal, pick up his own health pack. He's got 2 seconds left to try to make his way on top of the point. Not able to do so, and he gets taken down by Taurus's 1. Now, Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1 should have gone for a rush towards the health pack, and if not, just gone for a defensive play. Him picking up that health pack later on doesn't really do a whole lot because both players can just go ahead and take it away. There, oh, pre-fire or regular fire shot from Rip-A-Roo gonna take down Taurus Clone 2. Now it looks like Rip-A-Roo wants to heavily focus on that Clone 2 because he knows that next health pack probably gonna get picked up also long before Taurus 2 is able to get to it. So here, Taurus Clone 3 on top of the point has full health. How is this gonna play out here? Might get some pre-fire shots in. Looks like he wants to go towards that health pack. But Rip-A-Roo's gonna play around it here. Does manage to kill Taurus. Does get the health pack. And that's one. That's the Clone 3 for Taurus. The Clone 2 for Taurus taken away as well. And he finishes the Clone 1. That's Rip-A-Roo getting a second point in this game. Rip-A-Roo, he's looking really incredibly strong in this round. All he needs is one more point to win it, and he gets the game back into a series where it goes to game number 5, where it's a winner-take-all scenario once again. Rip-A-Roo might get that damage in. No, it's going to go in favor of Taurus as he lands that final shot, a headshot at that. Take down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1. Now, both of these players typically playing barricade to barricade loop number 1. Taurus playing around the health pack makes it very easy for Rip-A-Roo to play around. And with Taurus not playing the grenade launcher shots, doesn't give him a lot of zoning control. It really focuses Taurus to try to take down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 1 and 2 to play more aggressively. And that's going to be his best strategy in this case. Final loop, Rip-A-Roo could win it out here right now. Gonna go for the sniper rifle shot. Gets one shot in. Can he get the second? Managed to land that second shot, but with a pre-fire shot, actually, he's gonna wait, bide his time. And the health pack pickup from Taurus. Rip-A-Roo, does he have the damage? He is on top of the point. Taurus is not on top of the point. Taurus 3 gets taken down, and that's Rip-A-Roo 3-0 sweep. First time in this game series so far. We're going to game number 5. Here we are, game number 5 in our first match of the day, and what a way to start this best of 5 series, going straight to game number 5, Rip-A-Roo versus Taurus. And here we are, winner take all scenario. This is gonna be the game that wraps it up. Whoever wins it here takes the entire series. Both players playing the same strategy they've been playing all match long. Barricade to barricade with Rip-A-Roo playing with the pre-fire grenade launcher shots. Able to get some good damage onto Taurus, but ultimately getting taken down. Loop 1 advantage going in favor of Taurus. Now Taurus has to watch out for these grenade launcher pre-fire shots. I think another play he could go for is, oh my god, the damage that came in from Taurus. In a matter of seconds, managed to take down Rip-A-Roo's Clone 2. Rip-A-Roo forced to pick up the health back, but so does Taurus. Now here comes the push, 55 HP left. Rip-A-Roo having to reload, does get taken down, and that's Taurus again. The loop 2 advantage. He's looking strong to win it here. Doesn't have a huge advantage, but has one nonetheless. Rip-A-Roo going sniper rifle. Loop number 3. Can afford to go for it here. Probably going to switch into SMG. Going to bide his time. Wait it out here. Trying to take down whoever he can. Here's his push. There's the damage, but it's not going to be enough. Rip-A-Roo's clone 3 gets taken down, and that's Taurus taking that first point. Taurus setting everything up fantastically. Rip-A-Roo going for the sniper rifle shot was a very risky play, as if he didn't land that shot, Taurus would be able to take him down in an amount of seconds, and that's exactly what happened. Rip-A-Roo missed the shot, Taurus took him down, and then Rip-A-Roo was forced to wait while Taurus had the advantage in coming into that end loop. Here comes the push. Taurus able to finish the damage, gets brought down to 18 HP, but gets the loop 1 advantage. Now the games have gone in one way or another. It's either Rip-A-Roo is able to get fantastic shots off like that with a grenade launcher, or he misses them and Taurus ends up taking him down on top of the point. Rip-A-Roo, his entire strategy and way of winning in these games is to not battle Taurus on top of the point, because right now Taurus has almost every single round been able to win in a straight up 1v1 battle on top of the point. Now when it comes to a control pre-fire type battle, Rip-A-Roo is able to get some good damage, but right now Taurus is able to take down Rip-A-Roo's clone 3, but Rip-A-Roo turning it right back around, able to get that quick kill onto Taurus 3, clears off the point, and gets his first point of the game. 1-1 now. Look how Rip-A-Roo waits and waits. We can't even see the sniper rifle shot just yet, but he bides his time, waits right in front, and right when he spawns up, takes down Taurus with a quick fire headshot. Secures that win. Looks like Taurus gonna go for a 2 health pack steal. Rip-A-Roo wants to keep pre-firing here. Doesn't really focus him down as much, but focuses on the future loops, which is more important to Rip-A-Roo. Now Taurus, I don't know. His strategy seems to be working out a lot better here. He goes for the health pack steals, putting more pressure onto Rip-A-Roo, and then he bides his time here. Now he does force to get that health pack already. Hasn't taken any damage yet. Goes aggressively. Try to take down Rip-A-Roo. Managed to take down the clone 2 and the clone 1. 100 HP for that clone 2 and very healthy clone 1. Gives Taurus the loop 3 advantage coming into it. Taurus has everything lined up to win this next point. Trying to spot out Rip-A-Roo. Does a massive damage onto him. Almost taking him down. Rip-A-Roo hovering around the health pack. Hasn't picked it up quite yet. And there is. Does get stolen away from Taurus. And that's the exact pressure that he needed to have with that 2 health pack steal. And stealing it away again from Rip-A-Roo. Rip-A-Roo just not able to time it out here perfectly. He takes down the Taurus clone 1 nice and early. He gets taken down, but he spends too much time. His health pack gets taken away from him at the end, and he ends up trying to make a push towards a point with little to no health. And so Taurus looking strong and favored to win it. Rip-A-Roo is actually going to change up the strategy here. He knows that it hasn't been working out for him as much, and he goes for a 2 health pack steal, and he tries to go for a 3 health pack steal. Instead, he's going to go for a kill into Taurus and secure the loop 1 advantage. I think he actually had time to steal that health pack and make his way on top of the point. The only downside was Taurus was already there. Or I guess upside for Taurus. Taurus able to get some good damage to Rip-A-Roo. Even after picking up the health pack, here comes their push. Spots that Rip-A-Roo, desyncs him with the barrel and desyncs the clone 1. That's Taurus's clone 2. On top of the point for the loop 2 advantage. Now Taurus could win it right here, right now. If he's able to successfully keep that clone 2 dead after even that barrel, he's got the win. He's got to keep his clone 2 alive though. That's going to be very important. But clone 2 does get taken down for Taurus. Go right back up. Here comes the play. Clone 1 to taken down for Taurus, but so does Rip-A-Roo. Oh, Taurus ends up getting taken down here, and Rip-A-Roo able to clear it out. And now again, battle for point number 5. And it couldn't get any closer than this. Both players bring it to game number 5, battle for point number 5, and now it's literally at the ultimate exact way of saying it, winner take all last point wins. Both players must be feeling the pressure now. Coming back and forth, back and forth. Rip-A-Roo setting up his pre-fire shots. Taurus doing the same in many different ways, one way or another. With 3 seconds left, they're going to make their push. Rip-A-Roo are in top of the point, spots out Taurus, but Taurus gets the counterplay and takes down Rip-A-Roo's clone 1 with loop 1 advantage. So here it is, loop number 2. Depending on how Rip-A-Roo sets it up here, the game could go in a very different direction. He's going to go for a sniper rifle shot, but Taurus is able to maneuver and dodge the sniper rifle shots, making it very useless. Rip-A-Roo able to get some damage, but not a whole lot. He gets taken down ultimately, and that's going to be the loop 2 advantage for Taurus. Loop number 3, Taurus is looking to win it here. He's got a very strong chance at winning it. Brings down Taurus is brought down to half health. Steals a health pack away from Rip-A-Roo, but Rip-A-Roo gets taken down. Now it's a health pack race. Who's going to be able to steal it? Taurus steals it away from Rip-A-Roo, and that's going to close out this game in this match series with a health pack race, with Taurus winning it out at the very end, getting that match series win. Congratulations, Taurus. Look at that. First health pack steal, gets the kill into Rip-A-Roo's 3. I don't even know how he managed to steal at the end. Rip-A-Roo got caught out. He missed a B-hop at the very end, and Taurus was able to take him out at the end. But that's going to be it, folks. We're going to wrap up this match series with Taurus as the victor. GG. Hello and welcome to our second match, Xenox versus Remix here. I'm your host and caster for today's Starwise, and I am more than excited to see how this game is going to play out here. Xenox and Remix. Looks like they've been playing rank here a little bit. Both are going to be in gold series at the moment here. Now, between the two picks in terms of athletes, we've got Xenox playing with the Jackie and Remix playing with the Levka. Looks like Remix able to get the full-on damage takedown Xenox to get the loop 1 advantage. Now, with the players coming in, Remix, it's hard to say exactly who's going to have the edge in this game here. If someone tries to go for an invisibility strat, Remix is going to have the advantage with the Levka passive, allowing them to see a desync clone for a brief period of time and even see them while they fire while desynced. But at the same time, Xenox gets a little bit of speed when they're desynced, so invisibility strat could help it work as well, but Remix gonna get taken down loop number 2. Xenox is able to get the loop 2 advantage for an amazing turnaround. Now, Xenox has the advantage coming into this next loop, and the win condition here for Remix is he has to take down that clone too. If he's not able to do so, Xenox is gonna be able to keep that advantage. And Xenox, all he's gonna do is focus on that clone 3. A lot less work for them to deal with, but Remix gonna pick up the health pack, make his push towards the point. Xenox getting brought down, almost getting taken down. Now at the very last bit, gets taken down, and that's Remix gonna get the first point of the game. Xenox almost had that there. Xenox had everything set up quite perfectly. unfortunately for him, Remix made a very amazing play. He took down the 1 from Xenox's clone 1, picked up the health pack, stole it away from the clone 1, then quickly took down Xenox after almost getting taken down himself, and then got the first point. Now Remix looks like he's not going to go for any aggressive plays, just wants to play more defensively. Xenox, on the other hand, going to go for an aggressive play, gets the health pack back at his own base, and now they make the push. Who's going to take down who? It's going to be Remix, the one that comes out on top. Now, if I were Remix, I would go for an aggressive health pack steal over on that left side enemy health pack and red base. Should be able to take it away here, unless Xenox might actually also counterplay himself. He's actually going to do that by picking up stealing his own health pack away, and the clone 2 getting brought down pretty low and taken out for Xenox. They're going to make their push on top of the point. Remix looking good. Got to clear that last one and is able to do so, and got a second point in this game. Now Xenox playing over on this side, that basically threw away that second clone from surviving, because it was very crucial that that clone 2 for Xenox picked up the health pack and then went back into the action. But with him playing over on that right side health pack and stealing it away, that sealed the deal for that. Now if you played over on that left side health pack that we're staring at now, might have a little bit more options, more viability around that. Let the clone 2s play out and then distract the clone 3. Could even go for an aggressive health pack steal over on the opposite side. Remix mainly going to play ramp to ramp, play very safe, very defensive. Finally going to peek over, spot out Xenox's clone 2. And now both players are going to spot each other on top of the point. Xenox is able to get the kill, get the point, or secure the loop 2 advantage, not just yet. However, if Remix gets this last point in, that's going to be the end of game number 1. Going in favor of Remix. We'll see how this plays out here. Remix is going to go for an aggressive, defensive health pack steal. Xenox is over on top, flies right by him, takes down the clone 2. Now Remix does have an idea of where Xenox is, but not in time. Who's going to take down who? Remix not able to get that counter play intact, and then they're going to get taken down. Xenox getting their first point of the game. That was very well played and very sneaky from Xenox. Went for a aggressive push onto the clone 2 for Remix. And then once they took Remix's clone 2 down, that put the game right back in their favor. Now Xenox, all they did was they had to wait, bide their time, and then when they spotted out Remix, took him down. Almost got taken down themselves. Remix almost made a great counterplay. But Xenox had more than enough time, more than enough clones to get on top of the point and secure that loop victory. Now, that doesn't change the fact that Remix is still 1 point away from winning this game. Doesn't look like he's going to go for an aggressive push. He just wants to pick up the health pack nice and early. Might not hold as much push advantage here or pressure, but Remix able to turn around, take down Xenox's clone 2, but not able to take down the clone 1. So Remix, again, in the same scenario, 1 point to win it. What are they going to do? Xenox is going to go for an aggressive push onto the Remix's clone 2. And when the health pack already being taken out, that Remix clone 2 is as good as gone. Now here's Remix trying to make some sort of counterplay here. Clone 3 trying to make their way on top of the point. And that's Xenox bringing this game to battle for point number 5. Fantastically played by Xenox. He knew what needed to be done. He knew he needed to take down that clone 2 and then make a more aggressive play around that. And once that happened, there was no second health pack that Remix's clone 2 picked up. It was good as gone. Xenox already on top of the point, spots that Remix, gets a headshot in, and takes him out for that loop 1 advantage. Now, in terms of momentum, it looks like Xenox is actually getting warmed up, getting used to playing against Remix. Might turn it back in his favor and get a reverse sweep. A complete 3-0 reverse sweep, too. Remix pushing towards the point here. Does get taken down. Xenox looking even better than he did in the last round. With a strong 2-clone finish on loop number 2, Xenox is looking very heavily favored to win this. As long as they keep their clone 2s alive, and take down Remix's Clone 3, they've got the win. Here comes the push, trying to go for an even greater advantage here, but Remix going for an aggressive play, managed to steal the health pack away from Xenox here, and now the push happens. Who is going to be able to get out on top? Remix, Clone 3 gets taken down with all clones taken off. That's going to be Xenox getting the first game victory in an amazing 3-0 reverse sweep. Welcome back. We're here with game number 2 in the best of 5 series of Xenox versus Remix here, with Xenox taking game 1, but in a very close finish between these two players. We had Remix, who was 2-0 starting at that game, and then Xenox making a complete 3-0 reverse sweep and taking down Remix for that first game victory. Looks like Remix gonna go in for the ramp play here. Managed to take down Xenox. Still has 40 HP left. Now, these two players, it looks like Remix has been more prone to focusing around a 2 ramp play, and that hasn't been working too much in his favor. Looks like he's going to change it out here. Still going to take the health pack nice and early. Try to get some pre-fire shots. Now, what's going to help out here is for Remix to try to make a comeback into a more stronger play, especially for keeping that Clone 2 alive. Although they won it out here in the loop 2, what could end up happening is Remix's Clone 2 picks up the health pack very quickly, and it doesn't keep that Clone 2 alive much longer. It's more so to prevent Xenox from stealing the health pack away, but Xenox hasn't been really going for some aggressive health pack steals just yet, until just now, but very aggressively, Xenox is able to get the kill onto the Clone 1, almost take down the Clone 2. Now they're going to make their push, takes down Remix's Clone 3, and with all 3 clones taken off of Remix, that's going to be the point for Xenox. I think Xenox going aggressive here, very well played. I mean, he was able to get some significant damage on the Clone 2, and that's what we're talking about here. It's Remix not able to keep the clones alive long enough to make a huge pressure or huge dent in this game, allowing Xenox to play however he likes to play by taking down those clones, and then those clones don't have any more effectiveness. Xenox going to make the push, quarter less than half HP, gets taken down, and that's Remix looking strong, loop number 1. Now, in terms of pure aiming, it looks like Remix might have a slight bigger advantage, not a whole lot, but in terms of strategy, Xenox has just been playing this game a little bit better than Remix. But that could change. Remix players adapt and go with different strategies as they interact with each other here, but Remix able to spot out Xenox, take him down on top of the point, and get a loop 2 advantage. Now, how long that Clone 2 could live for, I think it's a little bit more likely, actually. Goes for a ramp push and then jumps back down. Depends. Xenox does get a good read. He does have a good plan. He knows his win condition, but Remix is able to take down that Clone 3 for Xenox, completely ruining that plan. Also take down the Clone 2. Xenox's Clone 2. They're going to make their push, and that's Xenox getting taken down. Remix able to clear off the point, and now it's 1-1 in game score. Xenox had the play set up. He was going for the Clone 2. It does get them to take down the Clone 2, but then Remix spots out Xenox's Clone 3, takes him down just as fast as they took down Clone 2 for Remix, and turned it back into his favor. Both players just going to wait, bide their time, and now make their push. Xenox able to spot out Remix, but Remix takes down Xenox in an overwhelming, strong showing in loop number 1. The defensive ramp play coming in from Remix, or from Remix. It looks like Xenox wants to go for a counter ramp play. We're going to play very aggressively, very pushed up, but Remix does spot him out, do some pretty good damage. 3 seconds left on the clock. They're going to make their push, and Remix 100-0ing that clone. Both clones, that is. And getting himself on top of the point with full HP. Remix is looking like a shoo-in to get this next point. They've got everything set up. They've got to keep their Clone 2 alive, but that might be a little bit difficult. There's the push. Health pack taken out, and Remix's Clone 2 out of there. So is the Clone 1 for Remix here. Now it's only Clone 3 for Remix. He's managed to take down the Clone 3, but does he have the damage to take down that last clone? And he does! The barrel explosion taking down 2 clones, and then finishing the job on that third. Look at that. Perfect timing. Xenox, unfortunately, playing a little bit too close to the barrel with Clone 3 and Clone 1, I believe. And then Remix quickly spotting it out. I don't know if that was a Remix that shot the barrel or if it was just a stray bullet that came in, but it ended up going in Remix's favor anyways. Now we're in the same scenario again. Remix is 1 point away from closing out this game. And that's all they need. They've got a good setup. He's got a good momentum building for him. But Xenox probably won't let that go just as easy as we say it is. And there, that later health pack pickup, that's going to put Xenox Clone 2 in a much better scenario. Playing very defensively, picking up the health pack a little bit later, and then able to clear the point. Now, if Remix goes in for an aggressive push to take down that Clone 2, it's going to take a little bit longer as the health pack is still going to be up for them. So Remix, 1 point away. Gonna go aggressively, try to take down that Clone 2, spots at the Clone 3 instead, and there, the Clone 2 managing to pick up the health pack, but the health pack, or the health taken down from Xenox, he has to rush towards that next health pack. Remix goes in for the aggressive play, but he's not on top of the point. He's gotta watch out, the Clone 2's gone, and that's gonna be Remix getting his own point and finishing the game, now bringing the match scored 1-1. Look at this Remix. Playing the waiting game, planning up carefully, takes down the Clone 3, and with the health pack getting taken away by the Clone 2 from Xenox, that sealed the deal for what needed to be done, and Remix played that quite perfectly. Hello again, we're here with game number 3 of Xenox versus Remix here. And both players managed to take this game into 1-1 in match score. First game going in favor of Xenox, second in favor of Remix. Now, the one difference about the way that these two players got their points is that Remix got the point last game going 3-1 in terms of point score that game. And Xenox went 3-2, meaning that first game was a lot closer and could have gone either way. But Remix was able to close it out on the last game with an additional point ahead of Xenox. Now, what that tells us is that Remix is slightly ahead in terms of maybe strategy or skill, either one or the other, maybe both. But Remix looking slightly more favored to win it out here in this next game. Xenox going to spot out Remix, going to make the push. Xenox gets taken down. Remix able to get on top of the point with that last step, but not able to finish off that clone 1. So Remix looking pretty strong and favored to win this loop and get the first point of the game here. Looks like he's not going to go for an aggressive push just yet. Spots out the clone 2, takes him down, but almost gets taken down himself. Has to pick up the health pack, 3 seconds left on the clock. Now they're going to make the push. Xenox and Remix head to head. Who's going to win it out here? Remix is able to take down Xenox and get 3 clones on top of the point and get the first point of the game. Now Remix, it's a great choice for him to go up on the ramps here. Stood out a little bit on the open for too long, but it didn't really matter. Still had the health pack to play around. And then when they made their push, took down Xenox. Xenox had one more shot in to take down Remix's clone 3. And that could have changed it into an overtime scenario where Xenox might have actually had a comeback. He had one more health pack to come back from. First push coming in. Both players going to spot each other out. Remix is on the run. Doesn't have the damage. Doesn't have the aim. And that's Xenox 100-0ing Remix for a strong loop 1 showing. Now let's see how that's going to stick. Having full HP on top of the point, that's going to help. Where are we? What's going on there? Having a strong health finish. Going to keep that clone 1 alive for that much longer. Here comes the push. Clone 2. Both clone 1 and 2 for Xenox. 100 HP on top of the point. What a fantastic, flawless round so far. Remix has just not been able to land a single shot in this round. A final loop. We're seeing Xenox could actually get them a flawless point. There goes the clone 2. Or clone 3 for Remix gets taken down here. Still has one more health pack up. Gonna pick it up here. 3 seconds left in the clock. Remix spots out Xenox. Might be able to take him down. No. Xenox is gonna be the one that takes down Remix. And that's gonna be the point going in favor of Xenox. What a flawless way that this round has been played from Xenox. Bided their time. Managed to take down the clone 3, and then Remix had to rush all the way back for that other health pack. Meanwhile, the clones 1, 2, and 3 were just wrecking havoc for Xenox, taking down Remix's clones, and then all they had to do was focus that last clone 3 again and get the point win. Remix. Looks like they might have got a gun jam. Didn't really fire a single shot. Unfortunate timing for that. But it is what it is. Remix testing out their fire just in case. Gonna pick up the health pack nice and early. Almost take down Xenox. Get him pretty low, pretty close. Here comes the push. Spots out Xenox. Takes him down. Can they take down the clone 1? Yes, they can. But look at the HP. 3 HP. That's barely an advantage. Now, Xenox doesn't have to do a whole lot to try to counterplay this. Just a little bit of damage onto that clone 2. Here comes the damage. Clone 3 for Remix. Almost gets taken down. It gets brought down to less than a quarter health. Managed to pick up the health pack here. Remix. Xenox going to make the push. Not enough time to pick up the health pack, so Xenox has to make the push. Gets taken down. And then the clones get taken down as well. So that's Remix countering it back and getting a second point. Now, if Xenox picked up the health pack before they made the push, they might have had a little bit more survivability before they ended up getting taken down. Look at the HP Xenox had. Fighting against 2 more clones left. If they got the health pack, they would have been able to take down both clones and get on top of the point. So Remix again in another scenario. One more point to win it. Could be another 3-1 as we saw in the last game. Xenox gonna spot out Remix, take him down, 100-0 again. Xenox has been doing much better than Remix in these battle for the points when it's starting to become an aim battle. Earlier we started to see Remix do pretty good, but now Xenox just on top of everything. Xenox gonna try to go for an aggressive play, but Remix almost getting taken down. One shot left is all it's gonna take, and that one shot's left is what's exactly needed there. Xenox gonna get a strong loop 2 advantage. Xenox could get the next point here and bring us back to a best of 5 battle for point number 5. So here's the start of the game. Xenox gonna spot out Remix, almost take him down, gets brought down to half, but so is Remix. Remix, one more shot left. There it is. Remix gets taken down, but Xenox and Remix are going to pick up the health pack. Now Xenox on top of the point. Remix making their push. The damage is in. The damage is done. And that's Remix getting taken down and Xenox getting a point, bringing us to battle for point number 5. Now momentum is definitely in favor of Xenox. Xenox has been landing shot after shot, and that's what's making this game work in his favor. They're playing one-on-one battles, not trying to focus down the clones, and when that happens, Xenox has just been coming on top. Now, it could change back as soon as Remix starts to land his shots, but unfortunately at the moment, Remix is not able to do so. Loop number 2. Xenox had the loop 1 advantage. Trying to get some good fire onto Remix's clone 2. Both players are already going to pick up their health pack. Xenox going to play very defensively, bide his time. Spots at the clone 1. Manages to take him down. The clone 2 gets Xenox instead. And Remix's clone 2 manages to get the loop 2 advantage. But with 3 health, not going to be a big advantage. Xenox still quite favored to win this. As soon as it becomes an aim battle between these two players in a one-on-one scenario, Xenox is more likely than favored to win it. Here comes the battle. Here comes the damage. Here comes Xenox. Quarter HP gets taken down. Remix gonna spot out Xenox after picking the health pack. Now the push. Who's gonna be able to win out here? It's 2-2. Xenox, the last bit of damage, not there. That's gonna be Remix taking the second point, closing up this game, 3-2. And now that brings our match score 2-1 in favor of Remix. One more game in order to win the match series, and 2 more games for Xenox to make a comeback story. Here we are with game number 4, potentially the last game in a best of 5 match series of Xenox versus Remix. And Remix is looking really strong in this comeback plays. Now, Xenox had some good aiming, had some good skill around taking down Xenox, but Remix was just ultimately able to close out the game. And what does it matter if you're able to land all your shots and not get the point at the very end. Now Remix has done a good job at playing around and setting up the way the game flow is going to go. But Xenox has been able to come back in certain scenarios just by pure aim alone, where Remix has been able to land a single shot. Look at this, the damage, 100-0ing Remix already, but Xenox, after picking up the health pack, does get brought down to 3/4 health, now a quarter. They're going to make their push, and Xenox gets taken down, and now Remix's clone 1 gets taken down, but Remix's clone 2 still on point. Remix looking favored to get this next point. Spots out Xenox's clone 3. He's going to try to health pack race him. He does lose the race, but however, rush towards the next one. Now they're going to make their push to get the health pack. 3 seconds left in the clock. Remix's clone still healthy on top of the point, and Remix gets the kill onto Xenox, getting the first point of the game. Remix almost getting... It was a very well played move by Xenox by going on the aggressive push and stealing the health pack away from Remix. That put him in a very dangerous scenario where they had to rush towards the other health pack. And we even saw, while desynced, Remix missed a B-hop, making it even longer for them to get the health pack and then make their push on top of the point. However, Xenox wasn't able to capitalize on it as much, unfortunately. They weren't able to take down the Clone 1 and Clone 2 from Remix, and that hurt them badly in the long run. Here's Remix. Doesn't know that Xenox is going for the aggressive push, but now he might. Xenox is going to get spotted out here, make the push. Remix almost gets taken down. The barrel not going to miss, or not going to hit. And Remix is on top of the point again for the loop 2 advantage. With half health, a little bit of an advantage. So Remix could get this next point. Now Remix hasn't quite spotted out Xenox just yet, but managed to turn it right back around, take down Xenox, and both players' blue side health packs are going to get taken down. Remix able to go make the push. Who's going to take it down? Who? And that's Remix able to take down all their clones and get 2 clones on top of the point for the second point. One more point to win it here in an overwhelming 3-0 sweep in this game. Now Xenox had a really good vantage point on Remix and had enough time to get the damage down onto Remix before they even noticed them, and wasn't able to do so. And the moment that Remix turned around, just took down Xenox really quick. You can see here Xenox finally able to turn it around. Playing over the ramp means when you jump off the ramp to make your way to the point, you're going to have a very predictable, I guess, line of fire that can get landed on you. And Xenox is able to capitalize that a little bit better, but Remix getting spotted out from the top side here. Gonna go for an aggressive health pack steal. Spots at the Clone 2, even takes him down. Can they take down the Clone 1? Yes, they will. And that's Remix looking strong, loop number 2. Now, if Xenox wants to counterplay this, they need to play around their right side health pack. That's gonna make sure to take down the Clone 2 and could even take down the Clone 3. However, Remix looking like a shoe-in to win it here. Going to play aggressively around the other health pack. Forces Xenox's Clone 3 to pick up the health pack nice and early with 3 seconds left on the clock. They're going to make their push. Xenox's Clone 3 gets taken on. The Clone 1 does he have damage to take down Clone 2? Yes, he does! And that's going to be the 3-0 sweep coming in from Remix and the match victory for Remix as well. Look at that pressure. Going in for that right side health pack. That's the exact play that Remix needed to do. Because by playing around that, they've got an additional health pack to play around. And then also forces Xenox to pick up the health pack. And after taking down the Clone 2. Very well played. best of 5 match series. We're here with Xenox again, up against Ryken. Who's going to turn this game around and win it in a match score series? Now, we saw in the last match, Xenox ended up losing after taking game 1, lost 3-0 right after that against Remix. But can Xenox win it back in his favor? Now, Xenox is going to play up against Ryken. Ryken trying to go for a 3 health pack steal, not able to make it. Gets taken down. Xenox is able to 100-0 Ryken. Now, Ryken has faced off against some of the best players as well, but so has Xenox. Both players, very long-time players within the community, and are very well known and very strategic around what they know. Now, Xenox not able to counteract that play against Ryken's Clone 1, gets taken down Clone 2, and Ryken not able to finish the job on the Clone 1. Now, Ryken's slightly more favored to win it, mainly because Xenox has to focus on trying to take down that Clone 1 for even longer play. And Ryken only has to finish on taking down that Clone 2 and Clone 3, but Xenox gonna go for the aggressive play here against Ryken's clone, and Ryken's Clone 1's still gonna be alive. Xenox's Clone 3 almost gets taken down here. Ryken has to reload on top of the point. The pistol damage is in, but Ryken not able to finish the job, and that's gonna bring it to overtime. Now, Ryken's Clone 1 provided a good distraction around for what needed to be done at the end of the loop. And it was pretty clever from Xenox to go for just a more of an aggressive push. You realize that if they went for a defensive push, Ryken would get the read on that and just zone them out to no tomorrow and have a lot of advantage over that, especially with the 1 health pack, 2 health packs being stolen away from Xenox. Now, in this loop, Ryken is looking very disadvantageous to come back from this game. He's got little to no health and all that pre-fire on top of the point. Ryken's probably going to get taken down sooner rather than later. So here's the push. Ryken spots at the Clone 1, spots at the Clone 2. Does he have enough damage? Not quite. Yeah, there it is. 0.3 seconds left. Gets the last pistol shot. Now, the only thing is, Ryken, it's gonna everything be up to that Clone 3. Look at the health left. And a lot of pre-fires coming from all angles. How is he gonna survive? Damage not quite there yet, but getting blocked by the barricade of all things. Finally gets taken down. Xenox. You can see the frustration for Ryken. He tries shooting the barricade while desynced, but the damage is done. Barricade MVP, and that's Xenox getting the first point of the game. And I feel like that was an accidental play. I mean, Xenox wasn't trying to aim for its hitting that barricade. It just so happens that's the way it landed and blocked Remix, or not Remix, that was the last game. Blocked Ryken from being able to do anything. It looked like Ryken wanted to go for a sort of invisibility strat. Not gonna quite play out as he hoped. Now we see Ryken. He's going to spread out his clones. That's very well played. Spreading out your clones, trying to keep them away from each other, making it difficult for the enemy clones to try to do any damage against it. But Ryken still Clone 2, not able to do any single bit of damage onto Xenox's Clone 2. Looks like Xenox could get this next point. Gonna see each other, spot each other out. Ryken going for aggressive health pack steal, but so is Xenox. Gonna bide his time, and Ryken turns it right back around, almost take down Xenox. Health pack taken up. Ryken's on top of the point, gets taken down. Ryken's Clone 2 gets taken down as well, and that's gonna be Xenox getting the second point, getting him one step closer to getting a 3-0 sweep. Game number 1. Now, Ryken's been playing a lot more defensively compared to Xenox. Xenox knows that they can play a little bit more aggressively against Ryken, as Ryken's going to play very safe strategies and not adapt as well against Xenox's plays. Now, Ryken's got some pretty good plays of his own, trying to take the place. Oh, my God, English is not working today. Trying to dictate the pace of the game with the earlier 2 health pack steals, but hasn't done anything else quite yet since. Has mainly just been playing defensively around barricade to barricade and ramp in loop number 2. And then clone number 3, they just play around the health pack. Looks like Ryken gonna change it up here. Looks like they were listening to us. Went for an aggressive health pack steal. Doesn't get the first one in, but goes in for the second. Able to do so. Takes down the Clone 1, and now they're gonna make their push. Pistol coming in. Has to reload, but the damage not there. And the Clone 1 of all things is the one that takes down Ryken's Clone 2. Now Xenox, big shoe-in to win it out here. Just needs one more point and has it very well set up. Spots up the Clone 2 and the Clone 3. Damage is there, but the health pack stolen away from Xenox. Xenox is still able to get the Clone 2 at least and still has full HP. Still has a chance at winning it. Spots up the Clone 1. Damage coming in. Not able to finish the job, and that's going to be Ryken getting the point. Xenox played it well, but not well enough. They had to have packed off a little bit to be able to take on the Clone 2 at a very safe position and then steal the health pack away. And what ended up happening was, with the health pack getting stolen away from Xenox, Xenox had to focus on that Clone 2 and not the Clone 1 and 3, which allowed Ryken more time to do what he does best and take down the other clones. Xenox on top of the point, gonna spot out Ryken's Clone 1, almost gets taken down himself, but manages to get the first loop advantage. Now Ryken's changed up the strategy quite a bit. Now going with that 2 health pack steal on loop number 2, a lot harder to counterplay, but Xenox is going to adapt very well. Goes for a counterplay around taking that second health pack, and now Ryken's Clone 2 is almost as good as dead in the next loop, but as good as dead right now as well. So what we're probably going to see is Xenox play over on the right side, steal the health pack away after killing that Clone 2, and then go for the Clone 3. But no, they're going to change it up here. Doesn't want to be too predictable. Going to play around trying to take down that Clone 3. Playing over on the backside. Health pack. Manages to steal it away. Take down the Clone 2. Can he take down the Clone 1? Spots out damage. Gets the damage. But not able to secure the kill onto the Clone 3. And that's going to be Ryken turning it back around. Again, we're in another scenario that Xenox is very familiar with. Bringing the game 2-2. And it's more in Ryken's favor because he's coming in from a 2-point win back-to-back. So the momentum definitely in Ryken's favor. Most likely going to go for the same play. Spots out the Clone 1 from Xenox. Counteracts that 2 health pack steal. Now Xenox gonna still get that second health pack, but Ryken doesn't have to do as much to counteract that play. Let's see how Xenox plays this loop number 2. It's going to be very crucial if they want to get this next point. Looks like Ryken's going to go for a health pack steal, and Ryken goes for the health pack counter pickup. Manages to steal away from the Clone 1. Now they don't have to do as much to try to counteract this play. Ryken's going to put out the Clone 2 for Xenox. Almost take him down, but not quite out yet. Now, Xenox has to do a lot more to try to take down the Clone 2. And the Clone 3 for Ryken. Ryken's got a little bit more advantage in trying to win this out. There's the health pack steal. Health packs are all gone except for one. Ryken doesn't need to pick it up, so he lets the Clone pick it up. One Clone taken out for Ryken. One Clone for Xenox, and the damage is done. Xenox gets taken down, but the last bit of damage, not there for Xenox. The Clone 2, that brings us to overtime. Look how close. I think that's going to be just one quick whack from that Clone 3, and that Clone is gone. Now, Ryken's going for some pre-fire. That could also take down his own Clone 3 or just do some damage. Ryken making the push, able to get some good shots in, but not last little whack. Gonna say be Xenox taking Ryken off the point. I don't know if that whack is gonna land. I mean, the way it just suddenly turns. That was interesting. But there goes Xenox getting taken down. Ran towards the wrong side. Ran to the arms of Ryken. He takes him down very quickly. Now, what's going to be crucial for Ryken is how well those 2 clones can survive at the end of the loop. It's very possible that it can go to another overtime, but it's going to depend on if Ryken's able to buy some time, if he's able to get the melee hit onto that Clone 2, but I don't think so. It's going for a reload. No damage is done. Ryken trying to get away. 25 health left. And Xenox is on the hunt. Ryken's just trying to bide his time, trying to peek, but Xenox going for an aggressive push, takes down Ryken's Clone 3. Now all he's going to do is take down the Clone 2 and the Clone 1, and this game is as good as Xenox's for the first game win. Fantastic play coming from Xenox. Knew they had to go for an aggressive push, went for it, and then got that point win right after taking on the Clone 3 and gave him allowed him to have more than enough time to secure the win onto the other clones. Welcome back. We're here with game number 2 in the best of 5 series. Ryken versus Xenox. And that last game was heated, very close between these two players, with Xenox ultimately taking that game 1 win. But in the battle for point number 5. Now that's going to be very interesting on how this next round is going to play out, because Xenox has been bringing each game to near the end, I would say. But Ryken this time around going to go for an invisibility strat. And Xenox doesn't have any Levka pickup here, so they're not going to spot out where Ryken's going to be while desynced. But it's going to have some good pre-fire, so the damage could be in there. Hard to say exactly how it's going to be. We haven't seen Xenox play and utilize that just in passive as much. But now he's going to go for an offensive push onto Ryken, try to take him down, utilize that barrel to his own advantage, go for an impromptu invisibility strat. Now Xenox doesn't even have to fire onto that barrel because Ryken has to do so. Now, a bigger brain strat would be if Ryken doesn't even fire on the barrel, lets the Clone 1 get taken down and takes down the Clone 2 at the end. See how that plays out here. Ryken almost getting engaged on here. Meant to steal the health pack away from Xenox, but gets taken down again. Now Xenox is the health pack race, and Xenox is going to be able to win it out here. Ryken not having enough time to get the health pack pickup, and that's going to be Xenox getting the first point of the game. Very well positioned by Xenox. Look at him go for this aggressive push. He spots out Ryken. Ryken immediately makes a beeline back, but Xenox had everything lined up for him, and then immediately goes for a health pack rush back at his own base, and Ryken leaving him in the dust with no time left to get that health pack and that point. Barricade to barricade play between these two players. Ryken already on top of the point with 3 seconds left. Gonna shoot the barrel nice and early, but almost gets taken down. There it is. 0.7 seconds left. Xenox gets half HP on top of the point and takes down Ryken, one going in favor of Xenox. Now Xenox has been setting up the game very simply. He just wants to go for a defensive play and then go for a one-on-one battle between these two players. Now he's going to spot out Clone 2 from Ryken. Can he take him down here? Damage is done. Ryken gets taken down, and that's 2 clones on top of the point for Xenox, giving him a loop 2 advantage, and it's looking like he could get a third win. Now, what's dangerous here is he's got two clones positioned very close to each other. All Ryken has to do is make an aggressive play, but it looks like Xenox is going to be the one that makes that aggressive play instead. Plays around the health pack, already picks it up. Ryken's going to hold the health pack a little bit longer, not pick it up, but Xenox brought down the half health. He's got to make his push now or never. He gets taken down, but the clone one still on top of the point for Xenox brings us into overtime with a huge advantage going in favor of Xenox. Now, the reason why there's a huge advantage is because Xenox has a clone 3 that's going to respawn over at home base, but Ryken's clone 3 going to spawn on top of the point with little to no health. Now, Ryken has to rush towards one of the 2 health packs, and Xenox did go for 1 over on the blue side, but if Ryken runs over to towards the red side, Xenox might actually take him down as well. We'll see how that plays out here. Xenox's clone 1 still going to get the health pack steal away from Ryken's clone 2 and get behind safety. Now here comes the push. Xenox going to spot out Ryken's clone 2. Can't get the damage. Will get the damage, but doesn't get the damage fully off onto that clone 1. Now, Ryken has to survive long enough to get to that health pack if they want to be able to win. Actually, Ryken's got full HP. He doesn't even need to go for the health pack, so he has a chance at actually making it, but it looks like he's going to rush towards it. Got to be careful here. He gets the health pack steal. Now both going to play ring around the rosy, around the barricade. Xenox is in the league, but both players have health. Ryken gets taken down. Now it's up to Xenox to try to close out this game. He's got to get the damage in, gets the clone 2, gets the clone 1, and gets the point. This health pack battle between these two players, Ryken was looking pretty good until Xenox also went for an aggressive play, and he just wasn't able to get the damage off. In fact, Ryken didn't really need to play around that health pack, but Xenox definitely would have had the advantage otherwise. Looks like Ryken's going to go for a 2 health pack steal. Standard plays, and this time around Xenox is going to go for a ramp play. Has enough time and damage to take down Ryken's clone 1. Number 2. Xenox is going to play around the health pack. This time he waits a little bit longer to steal the health pack away from that Ryken clone 1. And then doesn't go for a second health pack steal because it's not needed. He's going to probably do that at a later loop. Takes down Ryken's clone 2. Takes down Ryken's clone... Oh, yeah, there's a clone 1. And Xenox's clone 2 very healthy on top of the point. Now, Xenox is set up perfectly to win this next point and win the game. See if that's going to pan out exactly as he hoped. Takes down the clone 1 in the process. Second health pack is still there for the clone 1 for Ryken, so he's still going to come back up. But Xenox almost taking down the clone 2. Here comes the push. Xenox already on top of the point. Spots out Ryken's clone 3. Needs to do damage, and there it is. That's going to be a 3-0 sweep for Xenox, giving him the second game victory, bringing him one step closer to a 3-0 sweep and the match win. Welcome back with game number 3, potentially the last game of the match, and right now Xenox is leading 2-0 against Ryken. And now Xenox needs one more game to win a 3-0 sweep in a match series against Ryken, and Ryken has to do a 3-0 comeback. And it looks like Ryken might want to go for an invisibility strat here, but we won't see it yet, probably until the second round. Now, Ryken's done some pretty interesting invisibility strats. Sometimes he'll be able to take him down, utilize his own clone to body block it, get desynced. But what it looks like is clone number 1 shoots to kill the clone number 2. Clone number 2 runs the invisibility strat play. Here comes the play. That last bit of damage. Realizes he's not going to get there. Only gets some damage off on himself. But he might go for an impromptu one. Gonna bide his time. Now, the cost of this one is the clone 1's going to get taken down for Ryken because he has to take down that clone 1 to keep the clone 2 alive. So we're going to see it here. Fire onto the clone 1. There it is. And then make its getaway. Now, that's going to throw away that clone 1, unfortunately. But Ryken's able to get a good kill onto Xenox's clone 3. Xenox has to rush towards that other health pack. Going to make the push. Here comes the play. Ryken already on top of the point with 3 clones. Barrel going to come in. Damage is going to come in. Ryken making a very strong showing right off the get-go. Now, the clone 2 was able to get some good damage and survive for that much longer, especially with Ryken's invisibility strat play. And we'll have to see how it looks like he wants to go for it again, but we'll have to see now how is Xenox going to respond to this, how is he going to adapt. We've seen in the previous rounds when Ryken's gone for a 2 health pack steal, Xenox adapts by going for a counter steal of his own and taking down Ryken. Or sometimes he doesn't even bother with dealing with it. He knows he can deal with it at a later time and then just plays more aggressively. Try number 2. There's the 3 bits of damage. Ryken's clone 2 gonna go for invisibility strat play here, but Ryken's clone 1 looked like he tried to go for a health pack pickup so it doesn't completely waste a clone, but the invisibility strat is gonna come into play now. So Ryken looking very strong to win it here. I think Xenox still stole the health pack away from Ryken's clone 1, so that clone 1 should be taken down and gone. Especially with Ryken taking off the health pack away. He wants to go for a counterplay around that clone 2. Clone 2 looks like it did take it away. So here's Ryken, gonna spot out the clone 3, has him pretty well zoned out, does the damage in, and then Xenox is able to turn it around, gets his clone on top of the point, and now it's 1-1 in game score. And Xenox was able to deal with it fantastically. Look at him going for an aggressive push, taking down the clone 1 away from Ryken, takes down the clone 2, now it's gonna focus only on the clone 3. Letting his clone 1 to deal some potential pre-fire damage, but at least get on top of the point. So even if Xenox got taken down there, his clone 1 with full health, and Ryken's clone 3 would have been little to no health left. So Ryken again going for a health pack pickup after probably what I believe is invisibility strat play. See how that plays out. Loop number 2, we're going to now see the play come into fruition. Steps forward, doesn't take himself down, only does a bit of damage. And that's Ryken moving a little bit too quickly early on. We're going to spot out that clone 2. Can he get the damage in? Not quite, but with Xenox turning away, Ryken should get some pretty good serious damage on the clone 2. Right now, it's actually more in favor of Ryken to be able to win it. It'll depend on how the clone 3s play. If Xenox go for aggressive push again, that's going to be able to win it out for him. Xenox needs to take down that clone 2, steal the health pack away. Health pack doesn't even get picked up from Ryken's clone 2. And Xenox is able to almost get the kill. There it is. Now he's going to get the kill onto the clone 3. Xenox is Ryken battling on top of the point. Xenox getting the point. Right at the very end. And getting that last bit of damage. Xenox, again, playing very aggressively. I think if Ryken got the health pack steal here, maybe it could have kept this clone alive a little bit longer. But Ryken, I think it really just came down to the aim battle at the end. I mean, Ryken wasn't able to land that last bit of damage, the last bit of shots, to be able to secure that point victory. And Xenox just had the better aim because they both ran more or less a similar strategy. The only difference was Ryken had to throw away one clone to try to make the invisibility strat work. And that's the cost of trying to run that strategy. It's got a good surprise factor. You don't expect it to happen, but when players are used to it and have that experience against it, very easy to counter. Xenox gonna spot out that clone 2 from Ryken, almost take him down, force him to pick up the health pack, but so does he. 4 seconds left, they're gonna make their push. Xenox does know where Ryken is, gonna try to spot him out here, deal enough damage to take on the clone 2 and the clone 1, and that's Xenox looking strong. Loop number 2. Last point could already go in favor of Xenox. He's got to close it out here. He's got the momentum, he's got the strategy, and he's got the setup. Spots out the clone 2. Clone 2 almost getting taken down. Looks like Xenox wants to bide his time. Spots out the clone 3. Does get the damage in, but not all of the damage output just yet. Now they're going to make their push. Xenox spotting out clone 3. He does get taken down instead, and that's Ryken bringing us to battle for point number 5 as he takes his second point. Look at this game. It could go either way. I mean, Ryken is looking like he's building more momentum back. He's not going to let Xenox get another 3-0 sweep like he did in the last game. And he wants to make this comeback. He's doing everything he can. He's landing all of his shots. Strategizing very well. This next point could go in favor of Ryken. Now, again, he's going to go for an invisibility strat. It looks like he's got a more accurate aim this time around. So it looks like it could be more successful this time around. Xenox going to get taken down. Loop number 1. 0.8 seconds left. And that's Ryken on top of the point with 3 health. Not a huge advantage, but one nonetheless. So, invisibility strat not going to come in again. That's Ryken getting brought down to 25 health. 1 shot, that's all that's needed. Maybe if he peeks and gets taken down early, he'll have a better shot at it. But he's able to get some good damage on the Xenox's clone 2. Able to take down the clone 1 still. But advantage very much in favor of Xenox, especially with the clone 1 going to get taken away from Ryken. So here comes the play. Ryken taking down the clone 1. Clone 1 should still get the health pack up. There it is. Clone 3 is there in the battle against the clone 2, but the pre-fire comes in, and the damage is done onto Ryken's clone 3. He's got no health pack to come back in. Meanwhile, Xenox has almost full health, but almost gets taken down, and that's going to be Xenox closing out this match series, getting the final point of the game. That game almost quickly went in favor of Ryken. I mean, Xenox got brought down almost to nothing at the last bit of seconds. Look at this. Damage comes in. Xenox little to no health, but Ryken still getting taken down. And that's going to be the end of this match series. Here we are with our last match of the day. It's going to be Shaoka versus Hap in a best-of-5 match series in our Challenger League event. Now, both players looking pretty strong, and Shaoka actually Diamond 3 of all things, meaning he's been playing quite a bit of rank Q. Gonna get some good damage onto Hap. Almost take him down loop number 1, or right off the get-go after picking up the health pack. Now, what that's gonna do is that's gonna save Shaoka a lot of time in trying to take down Hap at the very end. All he's gonna do is steal the health pack away before Hap goes to it, and that's gonna secure that win. He doesn't even need to focus fire on it down, especially with Hap not really going for any pre-fires while he goes to take that health pack away. Shaoka's actually gonna opt for ignoring him. Managed to take down the clone 1, but gets taken down instead. He's got the speed boost, but not enough is gonna come into fruition, and that's Shaoka gonna get taken down loop number 2. Hap looking strong loop number 2. Now, if Shaoka wants to win this out, he's got to play around on the opposite end, take that health pack away from the clone 1, or maybe go for an aggressive play. Try to keep his clone 2 alive. Looks like Shaoka is going to go on the opposite side here. Has a little bit of time. Trying to take down the clone 3. Managed to get some good damage in. Steal the health pack away from him. And now 3 seconds left on the clock. Hap going to go for a health pack pickup way too late. And that's Shaoka on top of the point, getting the first point of the game. Hap going for that health pack a lot later made it very difficult for him to play. I think if he wanted to play this out, he should have went for an aggressive push over onto Shaoka's 3. Might have been able to take him down, and then he had the extra health pack to play around and pick up, and then make us play and push on towards the point. Here comes the push over from Hap. He's going to go for a 2 health pack steal again. Shaoka not going to do a whole lot to try to counterplay this. Instead, he wants to go for some aggressive pre-fire shots. Going to get taken down loop number 1, and Hap's looking strong again, loop number 1. Loop number 2. We'll see how the pre-fire shots come in. It looks like Hap wants to go for a health pack steal away from his own clone. That's going to make it a lot more difficult for Hap's clone 1 to stay alive for that much longer. And Shaoka's going to get a slight invisibility strat coming in. Very interesting strategy points from both these players. See how it pays off here. Looks like Shaoka's got a slightly better strategy around this. There goes clone 2 for Hap. Clone 1 should be out of here. No, clone 1 still alive, but Shaoka, little to no health, on top of the point. 1 bit of damage is all it's going to take. Now Shaoka's clone 1. Any pre-fire shots going to come in, anybody? No, it's going to be an overtime play with Shaoka having the advantage. Now Hap's on top of the point. Little to no health. Going to run over towards Shaoka. He wants to play aggressively, but he gets taken down. And that's Shaoka looking strong loop number 1. Now the important thing is, how is it going to play out for that clone 3 for Hap on top of the point? We can see Shaoka's clone 2 is going to spawn on top of the point. Might even get the melee off. It's in the melee animation. And I think it should be able to take down the clone 1. See how that plays out. There it is. There's the 1. And that's Shaoka's clone 2 able to survive for that much longer. He's got to take down the clone 2 now. It's going to be in his best interest to try to do so here. Hap able to take down the clone 1. Shaoka coming from the back and taking down that clone 2. But Shaoka's clone 2 not on top of the point? No, not enough time. I thought they had more than enough time to make it on top of the point. It looks like I was mistaken. Oh no, that clone 3 might get whacked instead. Whoa, what the clone 1 managed to survive after that whack. But Shaoka's clone 2 managing to get the kill onto the clone 3. And now Shaoka, 2 clones taken away from Hap. Just got to take down that last clone, the last bit of damage. Does he have it out here? Oh, just barely making it back. Guess the first point of the, or second point for Shaoka. Very close. Shaoka was in a very prime position to spot out Hap's clone 3 as he was on his way back. Take him down and then get that round win. Now, typically, you do want to play over on ramps as a very defensive play because it's very difficult to run all the way across the map, especially when in overtime when there's no health packs to pick up. Ramps are your safest bet in overtime. Your invisibility strat coming in from both players. 2 health pack steal as well. No, neither player going to go for 2 health pack steal. Looks like Shaoka and Hap gonna blow themselves up with barrels, with Hap getting loop 1 advantage. Loop number 2. Hap getting his health pack stolen away, but Shaoka's Clone 2 are in a deadlock battle against the Clone 2s. Shaoka gets taken down. Hap's looking really strong, loop number 2. And I think Hap could actually turn this around and start the momentum coming back into his favor. He's got some good pressure. The only thing is he didn't keep his Clone 2 alive or very defensively. Plays very aggressively, taken down, and doesn't pick up any health pack. So once that 2 is down, that 2 is going to get taken out here. Now Shaoka is able to get the kill onto Hap's Clone 3, but all of Hap's clones are gone. And now with Hap not being able to get on top of the point, not even able to clear off the point, that's going to be Shaoka taking in game number 1 in the best of 5 series. Very well played by Shaoka. Knew exactly what needed to be done. He took down all of Hap's clones and secured the victory. There goes Clone 1. There goes Clone 3. There goes Clone 2. Even with Hap picking up the health pack, did not have near as much time to get him back on top of the point and try to get back into this game. Here we are, game number 2. Shaoka versus Hap, and right now Shaoka is in the lead, 1-0. But in the last game, 3-1. Still in Shaoka's favor. Shaoka is looking like a shoo-in to win this game. Didn't have a lot of contest against Hap, but Hap he still put up a pretty good fight. Although Shaoka did end up winning 3-1. Hap threw in some pretty good mixture of strategies to keep Shaoka on his toes, and even right now, Hap able to get that first loop advantage in the all-out aim battle between these two players. Now, the way these two players have been playing, it looks more like they want to go for aggressive pushes onto each other, trying to take each other down, and foregoing even the defensive strategies. They just want to all-out firefight between these two players, and what a way to play it. Just battle on, and on. Now, right now, Shaoka is a little bit in a better position to win it out here. All he's going to do is play defensively, try to take down that Clone 2 while he has a chance. He's going to spot up the Clone 3, get some good damage on, steal the health pack away from that Clone 1, but try to make his getaway. Now, Hap has a slight advantage, but he's not going to use it as he doesn't pick up the health pack. Hap's now going to go for the health pack, but with Shaoka's 3 clones on top of the point, very healthy. That's going to be the first point going in favor of Shaoka. Now, time management is very crucial in this game. With Hap, you can see he had the health pack advantage and the damage was down onto Shaoka. If he picked up his health pack about 5, maybe 4 seconds at max in, he would have been able to make a push towards the point and be able to take down Shaoka. Or at least have a chance at it. Now here's Shaoka, gonna go for a sniper shot Looks like he wants to go for a lot of pre-fire shots, and he's got some pretty good pre-fire angles. You can see he's not even bothering with that Hap clone 1 because he knows he can just take him down in a later loop, especially with Hap only taking this 1 health pack and not the 2. Now Hap might go for an aggressive play around that. There goes Hap's clone 1. He spots out Shaoka's clone 2. Manages to take him down. Now Shaoka's trying to go for a health pack steal, but he doesn't have enough time to do so. And there's no other health packs near for Shaoka, so he's not going to be able to resync back in. And Hap's clone 1 and clone 2 very healthy on top of the point. Final loop. Hap's looking pretty good to win it out here. There goes the clone 1 from Hap. Shaoka might be able to get the clone 3. He's biding his time. He's in a very bad position here, though. Shaoka gets caught out here. Hap able to turn around, but the clone 1 and clone 2 still alive. There goes the clone 2, but still alive, the clone 1. And now it's back in favor for Shaoka as Hap not able to close this game out. Now there's 1 health pack left. And this time Shaoka, it looks like he's going to go for an invisibility strat. Now, it's a very, very convenient invisibility strat because he dies very early on, so no pre-fire shot can really get him until he resyncs the barricade, and then he goes for a very aggressive play. Both clone 2s going to respawn back at base for both players. Looks like Hap might go around trying to play around the health pack. No, he's going to go for an aggressive strategy. Shaoka doesn't even notice him quite yet. Hap's already behind him. He doesn't realize. He spots him out finally. Isn't able to get the full damage out, but Hap able to deal the damage, take him down, and that's clone 1 and 2 for Shaoka gone. Now, we'll have to see how it plays in with the resync in from Shaoka. He is going to respawn back at base, so he should be able to spot out Hap's clone 2 and maybe get some good damage onto the clone 3. So here comes the damage. The pre-fires are in. Pre-fires are gone, but Shaoka not able to stop that pre-fire or that pre-barrel kill onto himself. And that's going to throw away the clone 1. Now Shaoka's on top of the point, gets the damage onto Hap, takes him down. 1 more shot left, but the pre-fire shot that comes in from the clone 1, taking down Shaoka's clone 3. And that's bringing us 1-1 in game score. So close. Shaoka, he took himself down really early with the invisibility strat, but he wasn't able to save himself back in time. He took him down just too early to make any useful play around this, but the pre-fire shot, look at that Hap coming in from above. Almost like he saw the future. Now, this is the first time in the match series, in any match series today, we've seen a grenade launcher of all things. Shaoka was able to get some good damage, but he's going to go for some more pre-fire. Get some good damage onto Hap's clone 1, almost taking him down. But Shaoka is going to be the one that gets taken down ultimately with loop 1 advantage going in favor of Hap. Loop number 2. Shaoka's got to be careful with the pre-fire shots as well. Looks like he's going to be able to take down Hap's clone 2. Hap still gets the health pack pickup. But Shaoka gets taken down at the end, even getting pre-fired by his own grenade launcher, and now it's not looking so good for Shaoka. With Hap taking a second loop advantage, Shaoka has to take down all 3 clones. Meanwhile, Hap really only has to focus on keeping his clone 2 alive and taking down the clone 3. In a pretty good position to win it out here. Shaoka playing defensively, takes his health pack, almost takes down Hap. The grenade launcher shot's going to come in and Hap gets taken down. What a very well-planned play from Shaoka. Now Hap is still in it. He could get taken down. He clears off the point, but it's not over yet, just as the announcer says. We're going into overtime. And Hap was so close to actually winning it. Shaoka was even closer. He was on top of the point. I think maybe he had a slight misplay around Hap picking up that health pack and getting back into the action. But now Shaoka, mistiming, getting on top of the point, not going to get on top of the point, and gets taken down. Now loop 1 overtime, going to go in favor of Hap. All the rest of the clones are going to respawn back at base. But Hap's clone 3 is going to spawn on top of the point at full HP. And that's going to be incredibly difficult for them to get a good pre-fire shot. But the clone 1 almost gets taken down. Shaoka knows where Hap is. He could get the damage on him. He's going to go for an invisibility strap, but he gets taken down before it gets into play. And now the clone 2 for Hap full HP on top of the point. Happening with his clone 1. It's all glitched out. Ooh, Hap actually respawning back at base? What? Oh, we're not looking at the right clone. Hap. Gotta watch out with all the pre-fires. Able to safely get away. But Shaoka's on the hunt. He wants to go for it. Right in front of him. Gonna spot out Hap from the back. Take him down. Now all he's gonna do is take down the clone 2. Does he have the time to do so? He's gonna get on top of the point as well. He has the damage. He has the point. And that's gonna be Shaoka getting the second point. Bring him one step closer to winning game number 2. Shaoka going very aggressively. Definitely caught Hap by surprise. He wanted to go for a very defensive play. Wait out for Shaoka to come in from the ramp, but Shaoka was having none of it and went over from below. Sometimes the unexpected plays are the best plays to play around. They may make no sense. You might be running in the middle of the open, but your opponent will never expect it. Now here's Shaoka going for another invisibility strat play. He's got the laser of all things. And with the Justin pickup, he's going to do some additional damage all throughout that loop. Or I guess that laser beam. Now he's not able to get on top of the point, not able to contribute that much damage. So it's going to be more of a distraction of anything. Now here's Shaoka able to take on the clone 1. Clone 1 able to steal the health pack away from Hap's clone 2. More of a nuisance rather than anything. Now Shaoka is on top of the point this time around, and Hap's this time not on top of the point. So both players have one clone not on top of the point, and the clone 2, which is more survivable on top of the point. For Shaoka on top of the point. Now, see how this plays out. Shaoka playing defensively, steal the health pack away from the clone 1. That's going to help wonders, but Shaoka gets taken down, and no health packs back up. Hap could get taken down, but the blast from the pass from the clone 1. Shaoka, of all things, going to be the one. No, but the clone 1's not on top of the point. What is this game? Both players now have to close it out here, but I've never, actually, since all of my casting since Quantum League, I don't think I've seen a laser with the Justin pre-fire boost be the one that ends up getting the kill onto the clone 3 just by waving it around like a magic wand. That was crazy. And that's what I like about having the laser on Justin. I mean, it's going to do that pre-fire damage boost, and that's going to make it so much better for you when you play it around. Now, Shaoka is able to get the damage onto the clone 1, but he's playing defensively, hiding next to the barrel. Spots out Shaoka from behind. Shaoka's just trying to take down the clone 1, deal as much damage as he can, completely ignoring the clone 2, and is successfully able to get the clone 2 as well, get himself on top of the point. Now we're in battle for this 4th point. Shaoka needs one more point to win it. He's going to respawn back at base. So is Hap. Here comes the play. Clone 1 already taken down for Shaoka. Shaoka needs to take down that last clone, but he's got to watch out. Hap is on his tail. Not able to get that damage. Clone 2 did get taken down from a shot from Hap. There goes the clone 1 and the clone 3. Who's going to be able to win it out here? Shaoka wins it out instead. And that's going to be the second game going in his favor. And now he's one step closer to getting a 3-0 sweep in the match series in this best of 5 match. Well played by Hap, coming in from the side, trying to do the best he can. Right when he decided to jump off the ramp, which he had to, no other choice, Shaoka had a very clear line of fire protection to try to take him down and get that win, and then get in his favor. GG. are with game number 3, Shaoka versus Hap, and Shaoka taking the lead 2-0 in his favor. And we'll have to see, is Shaoka able to close out the game right here, right now, or is Hap going to be able to make the plays and make a comeback in this next round? Now, Shaoka going to go for some pre-fires here. Invisibility strat, able to take himself down, but I think there was just enough damage to have Hap take him down before the invisibility strat even came to play. Now, the only downside in this invisibility strat is Shaoka playing very aggressively, meaning even if he resyncs back up, he's going to be in enemy territory where Hap can easily take him down. It's really going to be on how Hap is able to answer back on this, how he's going to keep his clones alive for that much longer, get some good damage onto that clone too from Shaoka. Peek around the corner, get some more damage even after Shaoka picks up the health back, but now he's going to reload. He's going to make his way on top of the point. He has enough time. He has that damage, but he's not able to take down the clone too, but at least get on top of that point. Now the advantage is very much in favor of Hap. He's got it set up here. He can get this next point. All the clones are for Hap. He's going to play aggressively, try to steal the health pack away. He managed to do so here, but he could get taken down. Shaoka, both of them trying to run around this barricade. Who's going to win it out here? Shaoka's not looking so good. He gets taken down, but the clone 1 resyncing back up. They forgot about the invisibility strat, and that's going to be Shaoka bringing this game to overtime. Clone 1s are going to spot each other out. Shaoka gets taken down, and now Hap looking pretty strong. The health pack is still back up for both of them. They're both going to pick it up. And now it's a one-on-one battle again, trying to make their way on top of the point. Hap able to get that last second kill onto Shaoka, looking pretty good. Now with the health pack still up, I think that's gonna give Hap a chance to come back into this game. Looks like the clone 2 is gonna be the one that respawns, so both clone 3s are gonna respawn back at base. Now Hap gonna run towards that other health pack. Gonna leave Shaoka alive against that clone 1. Steals it away, but the damage is done. And that's Hap able to get a lot of damage. Take down Shaoka's clone 2 and the clone 1. Now Hap is looking pretty good in this next loop. Shaoka needs to do a lot to try to counteract this play. If he wants to win it out here, he's got to go for maybe a potentially aggressive push. I don't know. We'll see. Here comes the push. Hap's clone 2 getting brought down pretty low. Gets taken down. Clone 1 brought down low as well. And now it's a one-on-one battle. Hap gets taken down. Now there's one clone left for Hap. And that little bit of damage going to take him down. And that's Shaoka getting the first point of the round. Exactly well played. Exactly what Shaoka needed to do. He had the damage and took down the clone 2 after trying to come back for this play. After picking up the health pack, there it is. And then he had more than enough time to try to take down the clone 3 and took him down in a matter of seconds. Almost got taken down himself. Now what made it in his favor is the Taurus passive, which we all know 30% damage reduction with that speed. And Shaoka was moving while trying to fire onto Hap, allowing him to survive. Now the health pack steal is going to come into play. A 2 health pack pickup going to come into play for Hap. And Shaoka's going to get taken down by the end of it here. Now, Shaoka does go for an aggressive health pack steal. Now, what we're probably going to see here is from Hap. He's going to play over onto this right side health pack. Counteract this play. See how it goes and plays out. Instead, no. Hap wants to go for an aggressive health pack steal. Maybe he'll run back. Going to play defensively. Try to take down Shaoka's clone 2. Is able to take him down. Now he's going to make his push. Doesn't have enough time, but at least have the damage onto the clone 2 and gets his clone 1 on top of the point. Now, if Shaoka wants to win this back, he has to take down the clone 2, but he mainly has to focus on the clone 1. The clone 1 and clone 3 is going to be his best bet. But right now, Hap got a pretty good setup. There goes the clone 2. There goes the health pack pickup, and that's going to keep his clone 2 alive. Now, here comes the play. Hap gets taken down, and the health pack still comes in from Shaoka's clone 1. No health pack back up for Hap, and another point coming in for Shaoka. And now, he's 2-0, 1 point away from closing out a 3-0 sweep, on top of a 3-0 match sweep in the series. Very well timed by Shaoka. Right when Hap wanted to go for the health pack and needed it most, that clone 1 from Shaoka just came in out of nowhere, stole the health pack away from him, and then secured that victory. Shaoka able to get some good damage onto Hap's clone 1. 5 seconds left. Is going to spot out Hap on the ramp, but 2 seconds left. Shaoka is going to be the only one that gets on top of the point, but Hap nowhere near it, and with only 3 HP. Both players having a little bit of time trying to time manage their way on top of the point, focusing a little bit too much on the other. Now Shaoka, again, got to go for the grenade launcher play. Hap is going to go on the aggressive spot out. Shaoka almost get taken down. There goes the clone 2. There goes the clone 1. But Shaoka did pick up the health pack to get back into the action. Shaoka going to take him down again. And meanwhile, Shaoka, he really wanted to focus down that clone 1. Wasn't even able to take it down. But I guess on the bright side, Shaoka can focus onto Hap's clone 2, take him down nice and easy. And that's probably what we're going to see here. It's going to be careful. Hap is there as well. Damage coming in. Takes down the clone 2, but both players going to run right by each other. Shaoka turning it back around, killing Hap. And now Hap has to run towards the other half pack. He has enough time to deal damage, but not enough time to get on top of the point. And that's going to be the 3-0 sweep in match score and game score for Shaoka, giving him the victory in this match series. Shaoka playing it perfectly. He went for the aggressive play, took down Hap, ran right past him, stole the health pack away, and didn't give Hap enough time to make his way back on top of the point. GG's for both players, but GG for Shaoka. I hope you enjoyed week 3 of the Challenger League matches. Once again, guys, I am your host and caster, Starwise. If you enjoyed today's matches and content, be sure to leave a subscribe, comment, like, everything that has to do with YouTube. Leave it down in the comments below on what your favorite game and highlight of the game was for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it all, and next time we'll see each other over on the Twitch channel for week 4 of Premier League. Or if you're catching this in the VOD, you can check out on some of the different playlists that we have on the YouTube channel for more content. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend and rest of your week. And we'll see you next time.